Hey there gamers, DreamcastGuy here. Today we have some breaking news, which is that Rockstar Games has just announced that Grand Theft Auto 6 is delayed again. I think this is the third or the fourth delay, and this one is substantial. It's actually coming out in November of 2026, but I want to talk about the delay, the implications of this, and why I actually think this is going to have some very dramatic ripple effects. Let's just start with this. Before we look at their statement or anything like that, consider the fact that GTA 6 is undoubtedly going to be the biggest game of all time because, I mean, already Grand Theft Auto 5 is the most profiting, the highest selling, the most active, the craziest, biggest project ever. Like, provably, measurably, economically, we know for a fact that GTA 5 is a systematic juggernaut, whereas this next game, it's going to be bigger, crazier, and even more online. So I think they're trying to delay it to make it even more polished, but I'm scared about how this is going to affect, honestly, a lot of 2026. But let me start by looking at their statement. Hi, hope you're having a great day. And if you could, please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's see if we can get this to 6,000 likes. I don't know, I'm just making numbers up. But here it is. Grand Theft Auto 6 now set to launch in November 19th, 2026. This was originally supposed to come out in May. This is, what is that, like a 6-month delay? That is absolutely crazy. The fact that they're also doing it a year out, I think part of the reason I think this is such a bad sign, I think the game is very unfinished. I think maybe it's taken a lot longer than they actually originally planned. If you're delaying it by 6 months, a year out, I think that's showing that this is more than just bug testing. I think this is a sign that perhaps something is really needing that extra polish, that extra time. From the leaks, we know the city is going to be huge. The graphics are going to be insane. I understand this takes hundreds of employees, millions of hours to get right? But let me look at this. So Grand Theft Auto 6 is now coming out on Thursday, November 19th. We're sorry for adding additional time to what we realize has been a very long wait, but these extra months will allow us to finish the game with the level of polish you've come to expect and deserve. We want to thank you for your patience and support. While the wait is a little longer, we're incredibly excited for players to experience the sprawling state of Leonida, which obviously is like digital Florida, and return to modern-day Vice City. Everybody is making jokes about, is Jesus Christ going to return before GTA 6? Oh my God, it has been such a ridiculous wait. I mean, it's super, super wild. Welcome back, Silk Song. I mean, everybody's making memes. We're going to have Half-Life 3 before you have GTA 6. Now, some people are talking about the fact that it is wild that there have been a lot of leaks that the next PlayStation is probably coming out in 2027. It is weird to think about the fact that when we were first talking about GTA 6, we thought it was going to be a PlayStation 5 launch game, and now it's practically going to be a PlayStation 6 launch game. Now, I wanted to take a look at the replies also of, here, let's refresh this so we get the nicest batch of top replies. This is the Rockstar Games tweet. Do you need a publisher to get this thing on track? DMs are open. Okay, that's pretty good. Can we at least get that announcement for the Red Dead 2 remaster? Because there's been a lot of leaks that they're trying to basically do a 60 frames a second. Red Dead Redemption 2 runs at 30 FPS to this day on consoles. There have been a lot of talks about a remaster of that. That would be great. Look at this. 377 days. Gosh, just so many delays. We will be there day one. We were so close, man. The pain. Now, I wanted to actually look at this tweet because it's funny to think about how big this is. How many accounts that I personally follow that are purely about the hype of Rockstar Games. This delay, I do think, to some degree, is connected to the layoffs, to the shifting in structure that's clearly happening inside of Rockstar Games. I think the pressure of this is off the freaking charts. I truly believe that they're trying to get this to be the biggest, best, craziest game of all time, because if it has anything wrong at launch, they're going to be roasted and memed forever. Everyone's going to still buy it, but I think they're trying to make that best first impression possible. But part of the reason I feel like this is such a big deal is that originally there was a lot of talks. People sort of forget this now. We were supposed to have GTA 6 this year. The original release date was just 2025. And the first trailers, when they were first actually showing gameplay and announcements and stuff, it was supposed to come in 2025. Do you know what the effect of that was? Everybody was terrified of giving their game a release date. This was all over the industry. If you had a big AAA game that you put $300 million into or some crazy amount, people were terrified of, okay, whatever month that Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out in is a blackout month. Whenever this drops, it is going to take over the entire internet, the entire industry, all of YouTube, all of social media for probably weeks and weeks and weeks at the minimum. Any game that releases near it is doomed to fail. I mean, instantly, right? So a lot of people have basically, this year, everybody was trying to dodge it. When they announced that GTA 6 was coming in May of 2026, that's when we started to get tons and tons of release dates, tons of people actually coming out. My fear a little bit preemptively right now is how is this shift instantly going to affect a lot of plans for 2026? How many games that were planning on coming out in November of next year, how many of those games are now being bumped up? How many of those games now are being rushed so they can come out in the summer and avoid the Rockstar apocalypse, or vice versa? How many games that were supposed to come out in November are now going to come out in 2027? There is a lot of big, ambitious projects, leaks and rumors and stuff that we report all the time on this channel, and I feel like it really cannot be understated just how much of an impact Grand Theft Auto is going to have on the entire industry, on PlayStation 5 console sales, on everything. If they delay this, and it's because it's getting a day-and-date PC port, that's kind of the thing I still have in the back of my mind. We still have not seen gameplay other than all that leaked gameplay and stuff, but my thought is almost, how big, how ambitious, how online is this game going to be? And what's the delay going to be to that PC port? Because this is what they've done historically, right? With the last couple of games, and it's been very, very successful. You release it on consoles, it sells like crazy, and then secondary, you drop it on Steam, and it sells again, right? Or you drop it on the Rockstar Games launcher, and you sell it even more, right? I'm almost curious if this delay at all is a change of plans. I'm kind of curious, just spitballing, if they're going to do something different, if they're going to actually drop it day and date, not just on consoles, but they're also dropping it on PC. Or what if this is an effort to put something onto the Nintendo Switch 2, a Nintendo Switch 2 port of some sort of Grand Theft Auto? These have just been some off-the-cuff thoughts, but I gotta say that I'm mixed. I want to say I'm mostly in the camp of still excited. I'm still trusting Rockstar Games, but man, I kind of wish that they had given us at least a trailer with this delay. But oh well, guess we got to deal with it. How do you feel about Grand Theft Auto 6 now? Are you still excited for it? And how much does this disappoint you? Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you could, please give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and please keep dreaming. God, another delay is just wild.
Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.